Hello and welcome to SCTV3's special Hoophall Classic program, taking a look back at the 5 days of basketball action inside Springfield's Blake Arena. I'm Liam Riley, bringing you all the top stories from the 2026 Panini Hoophall Classic. Our first story is about the process of putting the Panini Hoophall Classic together. Hoophall is known for its high school superstars, high-energy crowds, and national media attention, but behind the scenes, countless hours of work goes into making the Panini Hoophall Classic possible. SCTV3's Caleb Knowles takes a deep dive into the preparation required to make Hoophall run, and the time it takes may surprise you.
The Panini Hoophall Classic is one of the most prestigious high school basketball tournaments in the world. Each year, the game's top young talents take to the floor at Blake Arena on the campus of Springfield College, using the national stage to propel themselves into the spotlight. But this tournament doesn't just come together overnight. Behind the scenes, the Hoophall Classic requires months of planning. From logistics to staffing to sponsorships, the process takes between 8 to 11 months of preparation for Springfield College, the Basketball Hall of Fame, and their partners. For Kathy Smith and Carrie Ernst, the Director and Associate Director of Special Events at Springfield College, that work begins just weeks after the final buzzer sounds, nearly a full year before the next tip-off.
We really literally start planning the week after. So the dates are always going to be Martin Luther King weekend. So backing up a little bit, the college has a memorandum of understanding with the hall. And part of it is the Hoop Hall operations, but other parts are access to tickets for summer sports camps, conferences, etc., internship, back and forth, making sure we send students to the hall for internships, and then other things as needed.
A major part of that preparation is staffing. Both Springfield College and the Basketball Hall of Fame handle their own teams for the events. On the Springfield side, Smith works closely with the sports management students and media members along Alden Street to make sure everything runs smoothly.
Because we hire about 20 to 30 student staff on our staff, so we go through a whole interview process of getting those students hired.
Training as well, because we work with sport management.
Meanwhile, the Basketball Hall of Fame handles much of the tournament operations inside the arena. Greg Prasino, Vice President of Events and Partnerships for the Hall of Fame, oversees everything from sponsor activations to court setup, all while ensuring the tournament operates without a hitch.
You know, it's one of many things that we do with the Hall of Fame, so it's in our cycle for sure, especially at this time of the year. But the reality is, with all the details that goes into it, between the partnerships we have, like the one here with Springfield, or some of our sponsors, or our TV partners, or the teams we're looking to host here, to really make it as good as it can be, it does require essentially year-round attention that peaks and valleys based on the time of the year in terms of how much time we put into it.
Another important piece of the puzzle is team selection. With far more schools applying than available spots, the Hall of Fame works closely with scouts and coaches to decide which teams earn an invitation.
A lot of people want to come and play. Like, we turn down way more than we accept. And one of the things that's made this event work is the inclusivity of the field. So we want to have the best of it all. So whether that be at the local level, the regional level, national, academy, boys and girls, our goal is to get the best teams possible at each of those levels to come here and compete.
All of this work comes together to create an unforgettable experience. From players and coaches to media members and event staff, the Panini Hoophall Classic leaves a lasting impression. Central Catholic guard Javi Lopez, who played in his first Hoop Hall this year, says it's an experience he'll never forget.
It's a special tournament. I always grew up as a kid coming to this, so it's just special my senior year to be able to play in it and perform the way I did.
The 2026 Panini Hoophall Classic was one for the ages, and it wouldn't be possible without the countless hours and hard work put in behind the scenes by Springfield College and the Basketball Hall of Fame. Now, after months of preparation and a weekend full of memories, the countdown to the 2027 Panini Hoophall Classic begins. Reporting for SCTV3, I'm Caleb Knowles.
Local basketball standout Quentin McMillan is one of Putnam Vocational's top athletes, getting the chance to compete on one of the biggest stages in high school basketball in the same city where he goes to school. SCTV3's Lanaya Delgado spoke with Quentin to learn more about his experience at the Panini Hoophall Classic.
Hey everyone, my name is Lanaya with SCTV3 and I'm here at the Roger L. Putnam Vocational High School Gymnasium covering a up and rising athlete on the men's basketball team. 2026 Panini Hoophall Classic kicks off tonight with Putnam playing against Sci Tech. SCTV3 would now like to introduce Quentin McCallion Jr.
First hoop ball, but I sat the bench for the last two ones, so I'm really excited to play right now because I'm starting, so I get to play the whole game.
The junior captain playing for the men's basketball team at the Putnam Roger L. Vocational High School has always dreamed of what it would be like to play in the Hoophall Classic.
All those people in the crowd just get you so amped, Just feels like you're playing like the pros or something like that, honestly. It's just so many people, just fun.
His mom, Cindy Gaynor Harper, recalls when he had a passion for soccer since he was 2 and the first time he picked up a basketball and how that changed.
In 8th grade, he decided he wanted to play basketball. And so I was like, all right, bet. So then I put him on an AAU team, and then he was just like, I was blown away with his skill because I've never seen him with a basketball before that. It was always a soccer ball.
Even in a tough loss to Sci Tech, McMillion's leadership stood out. He scored 15 points and was named game's most outstanding player, but individual recognition was not his focus.
My teammates head up and stuff like that is just the main priority for me right now. It's just like, sometimes they don't take the loss as well as I do, but I just got to keep them on track with me, keep building, even though we have a pretty shaky record. But
even head coach Jose Chapman speaks highly about how McMillion's leadership helps the team through these tough losses.
Experience with playing with our older team last year with experienced guys, and having him to step into that leadership role this year, and he's been excelling in it. He's the first one in the gym, he's the last one to leave. He gets us going. He's the cheerleader out there for all of us.
That attitude reflects who McMillion is beyond the stat sheet.
Myself, my head up, head high, you know what I'm saying? Just keep playing ball, just play my game, just be the best teammate I possibly can.
Thank you for tuning in. For more up and rising players during the Hoophall Classic, make sure you tune in to SCTV3 on our YouTube channel as well as our Instagram and TikTok to learn more. With SCTV3, I'm Lanaya Delgado.
The Hoophall Classic is a great event for athletes to showcase their skills to fans and scouts in attendance. And for Springfield College students in the sport management program, it's a great chance for them too to showcase their skills, working closely with some of the top teams in the country and getting real-world experience. SCTV3's Connor Rourke has more.
The Panini Hoophall Classic brings some of the nation's best high school basketball players to Springfield College each year. But behind the scenes, it's also a real-world classroom for Springfield College sports management students. Inside Blake Arena, the spotlight shines on elite talent from all over the country. But off the court, another team is working hard to make the Hoophall Classic run smoothly.
Of the course, they gain experience doing event operations, they become liaisons with the teams, they work with the sponsors, with the Gatorade, and directly with the Basketball Hall of Fame to help really be the service delivery system for the entire event.
Springfield College sport management students take on key roles throughout the event, gaining hands-on experience in one of high school basketball's premier showcases. From coordinating teams and officials to managing game day operations such as handing out waters to players or picking up trash after games, these students are learning what it takes to run a major sporting event.
So this year I'm a team liaison, so we're with teams 24/7. We bring them off the bus, we take them to the locker rooms, and then we walk them up when they're ready. And after the game, we take them back down. We bring them to media. We get them anything they need. And then we get them back on the bus after the game and everything like that.
Students build connections and learn from professionals, solve any problems in real time, and experience the fast pace that comes with a nationally recognized event. For many, this is more than volunteering. It's preparation for a future career in sports.
Yeah, I think just being able to work with athletes, kind of understanding the needs of teams, and different things pop up all the time, so you kind of learn to be versatile, and you're able to tackle things like you haven't been able to deal with before.
The Hoophall Classic turns theory into practice, allowing students to apply what they've learned while building confidence and professional connections. As the action unfolds on the court, Springfield College students continue working behind the scenes, ensuring every detail is covered. At the Hoophall Classic, the future of basketball is on display, and, just as important, so is the future of the sports industry as a whole.
There's nothing else like it. The experience that our students have here with the Hoophall Classic is really unlike any other sport management program in the country. They get to have high-level roles, training, managing, scheduling, working directly with NBA agents and with the Basketball Hall of Fame staff, with the media, and they make such amazing connections.
As you can see, the sports management students here at Springfield College have many opportunities to learn and grow from real-world experience here at the Hoophall Classic. Reporting for SCTV3, I'm Connor Rourke.
Our next story explores how playing at the Panini Hoophall Classic allows teams to receive national coverage that could help put players on the map, especially considering Hoophall is one of the biggest stages in high school basketball. I asked some of the top players and coaches how they think Hoophall impacts recruiting. Here's what they had to say. The Panini Hoophall Classic has seen some top-tier talent walk through the doors of Blake Arena. In 2006, Kevin Durant played for Montrose Christensen, Anthony Davis at Perspectives Charter School in 2011, and Jason Tatum and Chaminade in 2016. A national event like Hoophall Classic helps players stand out to colleges. Olivia Vacosa, ESPN's number 3 ranked girls recruit in the class of 2026, is committed to UConn, whereas Dylan Mingo, number 9 boys recruit in the class of 2026, is uncommitted. The two future stars shared how playing on a national stage has impacted their recruiting process.
I'd say with the college aspect, definitely. I've been coming here for, I think this is the 3rd year I've been here, or 4th. And those coaches being here, it just means that I have to not put on a show, but be a team leader and all-around player, and that's because that's what coaches look for nowadays.
If you look at it today, like, it was just so much people at the game, and like so much NBA scouts that you wouldn't know was there. Like, head of USA basketball was there. Probably a bunch of college coaches were there. It's just a big platform to just get your name out there.
Kevin Boyle has been coaching high school basketball for 3 decades and has won 8 national championships. Boyle is now at Spire Academy, but during his time at Montverde, Boyle has sent more than 20 players to the NBA and 150 Division I players. Some notable players include Joel Embiid, Kyrie Irving, and most recently, the 2025 draft number 1 pick, Cooper Flagg. Boyle spoke on the current state of high school basketball recruiting.
A lot of pressure on kids that age. It's what it is. It's a real world, but it's a lot to handle. And sometimes I think kids then they get delusional of who they are and how they fit in, what it takes to make it, because they're listening to somebody how good they are, and they don't realize, well, hey, you're still a very slim chance to make the NBA or Europe if you don't have great discipline and work ethic to play over there.
Another coach at Hoophall that's familiar with NBA talent is TMI Episcopal's Monty Williams. Williams coached in the NBA for 20 years and gave his thoughts on how he's seen basketball recruiting change.
It's hard to say because it's changed a lot over the past few years. High school kids aren't getting recruited. College coaches are going after college players now. And so I think we need more events like this because it's a great event so that college coaches can see that these high school kids can play. And I hurt for the high school kids because we have 2 or 3 kids in our team 5 or 6 years ago, they get a low D1 scholarship. Now colleges and coaches are going to the portal to fill their teams. And so I love events like this in stressful environments where college coaches, if they're watching, they can see these kids and that they can play.
Many players from the class of 2027 have yet to commit, but there's no doubt that playing at Hoophall will get them noticed. And our final story this evening takes a look at how the Hoophall Classic impacts the local economy here in Springfield. With the amount of spectators the Panini Hoophall Classic draws, this can often lead to a boom in sales for many businesses in the area. SCTV3's River Mitchell spoke with the general manager of one of the main hotels in Springfield to see how the Panini Hoophall Classic affects the economy for the city.
For basketball fans, the Panini Hoophall Classic is not only one of the best sporting events in the area, but one of the best high school showcases in the country. It's a great experience for fans and for the players, but it also greatly benefits the city and local economy. The Marriott Springfield downtown, located just off I-91, benefits from the Hoophall Classic each year, having a great partnership with the Basketball Hall of Fame.
We partner with them every year. We house many of the teams, the family. It really is a lot of excitement here in Springfield. So the partnership really is more about just Springfield than the Marriott itself.
The Hoophall Classic also creates a buzz not just around the city, but around the surrounding towns and cities as well. Many of the local restaurants and other shops in the area have greatly benefited from the surge of people coming to Springfield for Hoophall, alongside the other hotels in the downtown area.
This is a very busy weekend for the whole city, so I think it affects also right outside the city, West Springfield, Chicopee, but the downtown area for this last 3 days over the MLK weekend was nearly sold out, if not sold out. So that's a really great thing with the number of people coming in for this event. Certainly there's other events that did occur this weekend as well, but the Hoophall Classic really drives that. It not only affects the occupancy rates here in Springfield, but it also affects all the restaurants in downtown and the other attractions in the area that also get an impact from this. So bringing in all these teams in this type of high-level competition, additional events occur off of this as well, which really make for a great weekend.
The showcase also takes place every year during the Martin Luther King Jr. weekend, a weekend that adds to the heavier traffic in the city.
That's one of the great things about this particular event with the Hoophall Classic. So it does extend weekends because of the holiday. So it really is nice to have that kind of extension of not only the event, but the activity that all happens down here in Springfield.
As you can see here, everything behind me has been taken down, which officially marks the end of the 2026 Hoophall Classic. We have no further because SCTV3 will bring you more coverage in January of 2027, as there will be another weekend for businesses and hotels in the area to thrive. Reporting for SCTV3, I'm River Mitchell.
That concludes SCTV3's special Hoophall Classic program. We thank you for tuning in over the course of the tournament, and if you missed any of our coverage, please check out SCTV3's Instagram to see all the stories and content produced during Hoophall. SCTV3 will be back with its first episode of Weekly News in 2026, a week from today, next Thursday evening at 7. Again, thank you for joining us, and we'll see you next week, same time, same place.